All protocols observed. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, allow me to first and foremost thank CAF for organizing such a meeting and giving us the opportunity to partner with you. And I'll go straight to my introduction. My name is Susan Okoma. I'm the Regional Marketing Manager for Cosmos Limited. So I'll just quickly take you through a presentation. Yeah, so I'll take you through a very brief presentation just introducing the company and what we do. And I don't know if any of you is finding Cosmos new to you. I shouldn't expect that. But Cosmos is, just to let you know, Cosmos is a local pharmaceutical manufacturer. It's been around for the last 43 years, going 44. So the company has seen progression and milestones over the 43 years. And we are a local manufacturer who manufacture generic medicine. So for us, quality is of paramount importance to us, and affordability and accessibility is in our DNA. So throughout the presentation, those are the terms that you'll hear me saying, and we live to that. And you can, I think some of you will attest to that after interacting with our products for the 43 years. So, of course, with that, we want to ensure we have a sustainable healthcare system. So in Kenya, I can let you know that we are proudly the second largest pharmaceutical company in terms of the private IQVIA data. IQVIA is a company that compiles data of the pharmaceutical companies, and Cosmos is the second in terms of revenue. So we are proud to be there, and it's taken a lot of improvement and milestones over the 43 years. And I'm sure some of you have seen that over the last few years in terms of our rebranding, our product offers, and even the way the company represents themselves. So manufacturing generic medicine has faced a bit of challenges. And some of the challenges have been the fact that generic medicine is perceived to be of lesser quality to the originator. So that's what we're trying to demystify over the years, and I think we are slowly getting there as we see the share of generic medicine use in Kenya increasing over time. We're still not yet there, and we urge you as the Private Hospitals Association to use more of generic medicine, and I'll tell you why and what value it brings to your organization. So there are definitions of generic medicine, WHO and the FDA, and what I can just highlight is that generic medicine is of safe, just like the originator. It's efficacious, and it's also of high quality. So you can take that home, especially considering Cosmos Medicine. So how does your pharmacy benefit from Cosmos Medicine? So as HCPs and pharmacists, you play a very important role in promoting use of generic medicine. And as you may know, I think this is information that you discuss over and over, especially in Africa, the challenges that we face. There are originator medicines, and some patients are not able to comply to medicine because of the cost. So where we come in as Cosmos and as a local manufacturer is bringing down the cost by offering you quality generic medicine. And if I may just read that statement, the WHO estimated that at least 30% of the world's population lacks regular access to essential medicine. And the figure increases up to 50%, especially in countries like Africa, where we fall, and Asia. So Cosmos offers affordable and accessible medicine, and you'll see that in terms of our pricing and also in terms of the offer that we have in the range of the portfolio of molecules that we do give you. So generic medicines are not only cheaper, but they substitute the innovator medicine, and they also play a role in lowering the prices of the innovator products. So what are the benefits? Cost savings, of course, like I've said, for both the pharmacy and for you as an institution. Accessibility to high quality, safe and effective products. Promote patient compliance, like I've just mentioned, like in NCDs. Diabetes, hypertension. If the patient is not able to afford a brand, then they'll fall off the treatment. So what we're trying to do is ensuring patients comply to medicine because of the pricing that we give the products at. So with this, we'll achieve the universal health coverage, which is a topic that I've had a number of presenters talk about. So with Cosmos, we offer a wide range of quality products. And when I say wide, it's really wide. We have a wide therapeutic range. If you go to our booth, you'll see the spread of products that we have. One of the doctors came there and he told us, are we running a clinic because of what's the range, the display of the products that we have. So from respiratory infections, gastroenterology, depression management, and of course cardiovascular. And our flagship brand being Nogluk. I'm sure most of you have encountered a patient or a relative who's using Nogluk. That is our Cosmos flagship brand. And with that, we've increased our range of diabetes offer, and we can tell you proudly today, the current recommended diabetes medicine Cosmos has, and it's available to you at an affordable and accessible price. So with this, we also have a very good spread of our representatives throughout the country, and they should be at the medical camps. So please feel free to reach out to us. You can come to our booth, approach me directly. I can give you my contact, and just let us know when you're planning to do an outreach medical camp, and we are more than happy to plug in and support and ensure you get some of these. So again, just emphasizing, we cannot even re-emphasize that, but I think from your experience or your patients, and even some of you who've used some of our medicine, you can attest to that. So we are proud of that, and we ask that you continuously support us in that way. So if I may just quickly take you through the portfolio, just to highlight some of the new products that we have. I was happy to hear some of you, a number of you come to our table and say they know Hearties. You know, last year with COVID, you noticed a number of patients had blood clots, yeah? This is rivaroxaban, and the originator price was triple what we are offering. So this just tells you how we are meaning what we say. Our products are affordable. This is Hearties. It's rivaroxaban. We have 10, 15 milligrams, and you can see the price range there. Yeah. Glucowell Met is vildagliptin and metformin and vildagliptin plain. And again, the price is right there. That is monthly price. It's not a tablet. That is a cost of, for the month, 28 tablets. Then, in terms of the new products that we've introduced, Glycit is dapagliflozin. As you know, there's new evidence to show dapagliflozin has benefits even in heart failure, over and above reducing the glycemic levels in diabetes patients. So we have this in 5 milligrams and 10 milligrams, and the price again is $1,500 to $1,900 per month. And then we also have a unique combination, which is dapagliflozin and sitagliptin, which can still be combined with metformin, and the price is $2,900 per month. So this is pretty new. We introduced it into the market last year, and the traction is quite good. And I encourage you, where you have the opportunity to recommend this, please recommend Glycit from Cosmos. Then the newest baby on the block is this Dicard, which is sacubitril valsartan, again in heart failure. It's shown very good benefits for patients. And we have 50 and 20 milligram, and that's the price, 2,100 and 2,200. This will be, we're just doing in production process, and it should be landing in the market in the next 2 weeks. So please feel free to reach out to us and stock it and benefit your patients. It's called Dicard. Then for those institutions that have renal units, we have this product called Himax. Himax is a product that's we are co-marketing with Biocidas. Biocidas is an Argentinian company, and you know, dialysis patients do have anemia. They do get anemia, yeah, because of dialysis. So this is a human erythropoietin. The beauty about this, it is freeze-dried. You don't need cold chain. So in a rural setting where you know, poor resources, this is a product that a patient can easily buy and go get a nurse to, you know, help inject. They don't need to come to the facility, and they don't need a cold chain, especially where there's power fluctuations. So it's a freeze-dried human erythropoietin, and we have 2,000 IU, 3,000 IU, and 4,000 IU. And again, as you can see, the price is quite pocket-friendly, to be honest. 700, 971, and 1,100. So for those who have renal units, please feel free to get in touch with us and also get this product. And in gastroenterology, we have Omecos, esomeprazole, widely used, PPI at 388 for 30 tablets. And then we also have the kit for H. pylori, Helicos kit. We have 7s and 14s at 1,000 and 2,000 for the entire course. And then we also have a probiotic called Cosflora, and this we are getting it from the US from a reputable company called Pantherex. Yeah? So this can be used in, with these patients that you're giving a PPI or any antibiotics. You know what the role of probiotics. So it's about 500 shillings for sachets that are 10 sachets. Then finally, in pain management, we have Apigesic, which is aceclofenac and paracetamol, and aceclofenac, clozoxazone, and paracetamol at 295 and 339 shillings. And then for pregabalin, we have Pagalin, which is 704 shillings for the course. Finally, in depression, we also have Calmex, Alprazolam, which these are 100 tablets, and they're going for 466. So this is just a case study to show that retail outlets or even your hospital outlets can benefit by spending less and get a similar profit margin. So if you look at some of the competitors, you may think that some competitors have a lower price, but if you look at the price per tablet and the margins that you make, Cosmos products will give you better margins. So at the end of the day, it's your choice. You have a prescription that's for 30 days at $71 or for 30 days at $22. So finally, I would urge you to visit our website. We've just redone it and we have a lot of information there. Please feel free, just go to www.cosmosfarm.com. You'll find a lot of information there, and we have a page where you can actually enter the competitor product that you're taking and check the Cosmos equivalent, and our pharmacist will be able to get back to you and tell you how much you can get the product from us at. Then, as a responsible company, we encourage adverse event reporting. So this is the email address and the phone number, and this information is also readily available on all our product literature. So whenever you get any adverse event on any of our products, we take responsibility, we follow through, and we'll give you a report. So please feel free to let us know any of adverse events or any other feedback that you'd like to give us. Because as a company, we believe in getting feedback and continuously improving. With that, I would like you to thank you very much for listening to me.
Probably any questions for Susan? Just a short and brief Q&A session.
Shortest is mine. I heard you very briefly, but the first point where I got you was pushed me into asking, did I hear that for corporate social responsibility, you have a window for us to organize some reach out to the people so that your products can be known as we also advertise CAF?
Correct.
Thank you. I'll be coming.
Asante. So without further questions, we move to the next section of the morning. I bet a big round of applause for Susan Okoma. She's not saying this, but this is a giant in terms of the pharma marketing sector. She's been here for quite some time. She understands the market in and out. These are our captains in the pharma sector. So ladies and gentlemen, without further much ado, we're going now to a panel session, a panel discussion. I told you today is more of discussing and giving solutions to matters that we have been discussing in here. And probably for the sake of the pharmaceutical companies that are here and the local manufacturers, to support them probably, Mr. Abdinur is here and Susan Okoma is here. Is it okay for some of the CAF members to even come and visit your facilities? Oh, wonderful. So you are most welcome at Cosmos Pharmaceuticals. Asante. Asante, Susan. Thank you very much, Mr. Abdinur, for the warm welcome. It's probably, I'll engage the participants today and inform them that by visiting these local manufacturers, you are able to appreciate the kind of due diligence they have gone to. Both of them are working towards WHO accreditation, and some are already, the lines are already accredited, WHO accredited. So ensure that you pay a visit to them. Without further much ado, let me see the arrangement of this place right. Allow me to introduce to you the moderator for today, for this session. The session today, we're having a little bit of changes for the session right now, and this is a session on the payer-provider relationships, the challenges and opportunities for the payer-provider. I will be the moderator. My name is Mbao Getao. So, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to welcome some. I have very great panelists for this session. Allow me to welcome the first panelist for this session. That is none other than Mr. Michael Onyango. Michael Onyango. Karibu sana. Makofi yake Michael Onyango. Michael Onyango will be a representative of the insurance, speaking from the insurance aspect, but he'll provider. Oh, he's speaking from KMPDC aspect, eh? Serikali iliyo na serikali. Asante. Karibu Michael Onyango. So we also have two wonderful ladies, so that we are already two gentlemen here. Let us probably diffuse the conversation. Yesterday the KMPDC CEO said that once Dr. Eva Jenga was appointed chair, he was happy. So ladies and gentlemen, allow me to welcome two wonderful ladies, Madam Halima and Madam Otele from NHIF. Karibuni sana. For us to be able to remove any benefit of doubt, if this is a CAF meeting, to be able to ensure that it's not only a government meeting, to remove any benefit of doubt, no pun intended, allow me to welcome none other than Dr. Thomas Kirengo. He is the chair, Health Financing Committee at Kenya, at KAPH. Speaking of the challenges and the opportunities that we will be facing at in payer-provider relationships, allow me to also welcome one of the innovative products that has come up as that is coming up to provide probably some challenges and solutions to what we have been facing, and that is none other than M-TIBA. M-TIBA. Okay, our sincere apologies for that. So the MD for M-TIBA has had to leave. So ladies and gentlemen, karibuni sana to this panel. I'll pass one round of mic for us to probably introduce ourselves. Allow me to start with my chair here. He's the one who's paying the bills today. So allow me to start with him to introduce himself, what he does, and probably to speak about the challenges, the current challenges on the payer-provider relationships.
Hope you can hear me?
Yes.
So I'm Dr. Thomas Kirengo. I'm a director at Imara Mediplus Hospital in Embu. And I'm also the chair of the CAF subcommittee on insurance relationships with hospitals. So with regards to the challenges that we face, it's a good thing, first and foremost, that we are having this discussion, because I think for most of the organizations or most of the hospitals in CAF, most of the patients that we see, about 80% or more, are insurance patients. And the challenges that we face largely are from receiving payments from insurances, rejections for claims that have been made by the hospitals, of course, delays in pre-authorizations and service delivery to patients, which for the patients it always seems that the person to be blamed is a healthcare service provider, yet some of these challenges are really on the back end with the insurance. So I'm hoping with this discussion we'll be able to dive a bit deeper into what are the issues that the insurance faces, especially now that we've been having a lot of changes, especially with NHIF over the past few months, where NHIF has moved from manual claim to e-claim. We have a lot more private insurances moving to e-claim platforms, so we can see how best can we work together rather than antagonistically, because that has been one of the greater challenges, where the incentives are misaligned between the healthcare service provider and the health insurances.
That's your take. Michael, hold on. Wewe ndo serikali kuu, eh? You'll be speaking from a regulatory point of view. So allow me to move to today's Business Daily. The first page was on NHIF. That was the first page on our papers. So probably I will allow these beautiful ladies to introduce themselves and tell us who they are and probably what are the challenges. I also want to hear their challenges. We have had these challenges. Let us also hear their challenges as we come to you giving the solutions to the both of them.
Is it morning or afternoon? Good morning. My name is Halima Sane from NHIF Quality Assurance and Contracting Department. Basically, one of my responsibility is to empanel facilities. Okay, I don't really empanel, it's the board that does that. But from the inspection to quality checks and everything, that eventually leads to the empanelment of facility up to the contracting level. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Judith Otele. I work with NHIF. I'm in charge of all the issues Daktari just talked about, the pre-authorizations, the concurrence review, the rejections, and and all those things. And yes, so I'm the manager, case management at the NHIF, so overseeing all issues on the patient's navigation and the patient's journey from the time they come to your facility up until they leave. Yeah, that's what I do for NHIF.
Asante. So now here we go to the regulator, who is KMPDC. Probably, as you introduce yourself, he is here. He is he has some of the complaints, and the insurance companies themselves, and probably even the National Health Insurance, have ways, and they come to you and complain of some of the issues that he is doing. You delist him.
So I'll just reintroduce myself. Michael Onyango. I'm the Corporation Secretary at the Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Council. So just to see how the council fits into this conversation, we are a regulator. We, like in your house, some of us use gas. There's someone that, there's a level you turn it on, gas inatoka mingi, you switch it a little. So that is our job, to regulate. But in this context, we're not talking about gas, we're talking about health. And we regulate within two pillars: protecting the public and guiding the profession. So that is the space in which we regulate. But then again, regulation is dynamic. It moves with the time. Just the same way with your gas. Kuna saa zingine ukipika, you need low heat, medium, high. So that is the space in which we come in. And just to reiterate, we don't regulate everything about costs in the health sector. what we regulate is the professional fees of doctors and dentists. So that's just to set the stage.
Set the stage on that. Allow me to now go back to you again as the legal counsel, as the legal company secretary for KMPDC. So one of the costs that has the public is, splitting it as it is. The public has been coming out and saying that one of the major costs is that the professional fee regulation. Is that fee? The Terry has given you probably the annual fee that he's supposed to pay. Probably 10 of his doctors at Hospital XYZ are still paying that. Isn't that increasing the cost of healthcare and also cost of insurance?
Okay, thank you. Yes. Maybe let me give a bit of history. Sometimes back in 2003, probably about now, how many years ago is that? 20? Wow, okay, 2003 is 20 years ago, okay. So there were a flurry of complaints about the manner in which professional fees were charged. And then the board, now the council, took it up upon itself and decided to now step in. You see, in the context of pricing, we have certain market structures where it's free for all, laissez-faire. Let the market decide for itself. But sometimes, especially under social related issues, you need government sometimes to step in. But that's a conversation and an argument that could go deep into the night. Should government come in and step in, or should it stay out? But then in 2003, KMPDC decided to step in and came up with the professional fees guidelines. Now, these professional fees were not developed alone. We requested for submissions from the doctors themselves. That's through their associations. They gave their submissions, but we didn't take it as is. We also considered the purchasing power parity then in 2003 to see, like I said, is Mwananchi also being protected? When you say cesarean section should cost X amount, you need to consider Mwananchi and their access to these services. We considered location. There's Nairobi, but there's also Lokichogio. How do you factor in that? And that's why we have a minimum and a maximum within those fees. There's a range.